Governor, voters are saying change is a critical issue this election. But our ABC poll shows only a third of Americans believe a Harris-Walz ticket would bring that change. I want to pose a similar question to you that we asked Vice President Harris.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
Can you point to a policy decision over the last 4 years that you and the vice president would have handled differently from President Biden?
Well, I think this expansion on Medicare is something that I wished would have been proposed sooner. But look, they're tackling the issues that they needed to. And she's her own leader. She's got her own path, a new way forward. And I think she sees in Minnesota that we have similar values.
President Harris have leaned into your gun ownership. She's got a Glock, and she says that she's not afraid to use it on intruders. Okay, so you're out hunting pheasants.
Yep.
Is that enough to convince people there's a middle ground on this issue? Because right now, right-wingers are coming after you for how you handle your shotgun.
Well, I can shoot better than all of them. I got the trophies to prove it,
The same poll finds that voters trust Donald Trump to handle the economy more. What do you say about the perception the opponent that the economy is doing poorly, and what do you say to these Americans who feel like they're struggling?
Yeah, well, if they're saying they are, they are. And I think for all of us of prices being out there, I think that's why Vice President Harris has made it very clear that that is a top priority, whether it's focusing on home ownership, which we know these proposals work. If you do things with down payment assistance and you create 3 million more homes, we were able to do it on a state level in Minnesota. Now Minneapolis has 12% more homes and rents went down 4% last year. This can work on a national level. And then this idea of price gouging and price fixing. 37 states already have this in play. You saw when there's a hurricane in Florida, airline tickets shot through the roof. That's not capitalism. That's price gouging.
But I want to ask this way about a number of misstatements you'd made about your previous military record and travels you'd been in. Can't there be no gray area? And how would you convey to voters they may be concerned that there's a trust issue?
Yeah, I do think you have to be careful about this. If it's stating, in Hong Kong in August of 89, 35 years ago, I think people do separate that between a pathological liar like Donald Trump. They get it out there.